show you guys what kind of moon it is. Alright. A half moon. Guys, we gotta get a deer. Alright guys, I've been here and it's pretty much very, very close to end of legal shooting hours. I got about 15 more minutes to go, but I think we're gonna wrap it up. Just need to keep everything together. Then it's about as thin as the tree, narrow as the treehouse that got my deer with a shotgun out of last year. That was the leaf I was aiming at, so it is going a little tiny bit low. Before we go, I'm going to just test my broadhead. This broadhead. It's a little leaf right in the deer trail, and I'm going to aim for it. Let's see if it's dropping or going too high. was curious how we got the climbing tree stand in. Got these backpack straps for it, so it just goes right on my back coming in. Weighs about 30 to 40 pounds. This is one of the heavier models. And with climbing tree stands, basically the more money you pay, usually the lighter it becomes. This was a fairly affordable option, but the downside was the weight. Previously, the bottom of it was hitting the back of my legs as I was walking, so just took a little adjustment on the backpack straps where I had to take this top one, just move it down on the stand a little. Now it doesn't hit the back of my legs. Alright. Something like this is good because kind of prevents walkers from coming here, walking their dogs, horses and all that. Quite a few thorns through here. This is not too bad. Also, we updated the firmware on my GoPro, and I'm noticing when I hit record and turn it off, it's beeping again. So that's annoying. I'm going to deal with it this time around. But when I get home, I'm going to make sure that I get that fixed. That's why we come out as often as possible to test all this stuff. So this time around, I brought my GoPro and a zoom camera to mount on my tree stand. So the last time I came out, I was using my GoPro, but when I pulled back the bow, you can go back in my old videos and find it. You can actually see what I was shooting at. So, because my chest would face to the right, even though I'm aiming to my left. So now I have a camera that's going to be mounted, so if I do take any shots, you'll be able to see what I'm shooting at. This very, very location, right here, there's a buck. You can see his trail right there. About 3 to 5 in the afternoon, he comes along here, so this would actually be a good spot to set up. But I don't think I'm going to do that because there's more deer down here. And this is the spot I was set up at last time. But this would definitely be a viable spot to set up for the afternoon. It's very crunchy. Don't really care because the deer are used to the dog walkers up a little ways. And once I'm up on my tree stand, obviously have about an hour. You can actually see some deer tracks right now. Right there, right there, right there. Right there. More deer tracks. I'm gonna go find that tree. Holly tree. I shot a squirrel last time. And we're going to make a little exposed dirt. And my tree that I'm going to set up on is up here ways. was gonna bring some scent, such as like deer estrus or urine, to kick up a little mock scrape down there. Because usually when I do that within a few hours, something comes, usually like deer or coyotes. You know, they're attracted to the scent. So I didn't bring any because I forgot, so I actually just urinated. I had to go anyway, so that's going to act as a curiosity scent for a deer. It's definitely not going to prevent them from coming at all. This time I remembered to bring this. It's what I used to hoist my bow up and get my tree stand started. And again, this is the base right here. Hopefully this time goes a little smoother than last time, because I actually have my hoist. If you've been watching my videos, you'll remember that last time I forgot my hoist, so I had to bring my bow up while I was climbing. That was not cool. See how loud this is, but it doesn't really matter because I'm not looking to get a deer right now. I'm looking to get a deer in about an hour or two. Okay. And then we're going to put a little weight on it. Lock it in. By the way, just an FYI, tree stand falls are the #1 killer of hunters. So, the most dangerous part of hunting is being all the way out here by yourself in the middle of the woods. And this falls where you fall. Actually, a local hunter here, the entire tree fell, and took him down with it, and he lived, but he had some serious spine issues from it. So this is what I'm going to use to hoist the bow up. So I'm going to get that started. We're going to put that right there until we can utilize it. Okay. My hunting license is in here. I'm going to leave this at the base of the tree. I don't know how hot or cold it would be. So I brought a light rain jacket. I'm going to leave that at the base of the tree. This is what I use to pull the bow back. I don't know if you can hear that on the camera, but that's a squirrel. He's probably mad at me because I was shooting at him last weekend. This time we are not going to go any squirrels. We're going to go just with together. I have 2 arrows. I have broadheads, so they're gonna have a lot of drag. And we got my bow. Alright. Attach these arrows to the bow. We have two shots. If it takes any more than two, that means I need to practice a lot more anyway, so whatever. If I take any shots today, it's gonna be a good day. Alright. Let's get this on. Okay, it's locked in. Never gonna attach this to the bow D-loop because I could damage it. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna wrap this around the handle, just like this. And now I'm gonna lock it in, just like this. So I'm gonna take a sip of water because I'm not getting any after I'm up there. Okay, leave that at the base of the tree. Now we got my bow right there. I'm just not sure not to step on it. And I'm gonna lift myself in here. This is gonna go a lot smoother than did last weekend because I have this hoist. Oh, so much smoother. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, this is my safety line. Hook this to the tree. Two guys that I hunt with within the last 2 weeks of bagged deer, so hopefully it's my turn. One guy went out early this morning, got one around 6:45 a.m. I don't really go out that early anymore because it's hard for me unless I'm in shotgun season. Alright. Personal preference, I prefer the afternoons right now. Alright, I'm gonna hook my lifeline up to this thing right here. Just like that. It's locked in. So now if I fall, it's gonna suck, but at least I'm gonna be safe. Alright, I'm gonna get this thing right here. I'm gonna get some slack, and then I'm gonna lock it in right here. We're gonna try and go higher than I went last time, because last time I had to bring the bow up. Alright, with me now. You gotta be careful with this thing because that strap gets in the way. Then look this up. Oh, and you know what I just forgot? My camera. So before we go any higher, I haven't gone very high yet. I'm gonna go get my camera and my mount. See how that works. I'm gonna go down a little. See, it's all a learning process. Alright, we're gonna have to take this and put it back. Because it would suck to get all the way up and then forget something. This was the most exciting part. Okay. Uh-oh. I might have actually forgot something important. Maybe not. Got this. So the camera's going to be clamped onto the tree stand, like so. Look at that. So if anyone is wondering how to film your hunt, this is a zoom camera, and I'm gonna clamp it. I'm gonna put it right here for now. Move the pencil up there. Okay. Get back up there. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna go up a little. We're gonna lock this back in. So I've been sitting here for probably an hour or two now, and a little after 12:30. Saw some gray squirrels over that way. Before that, I've only seen some red squirrels, little tiny things. And I believe last week was pretty much the peak of the squirrel run, but it's still kind of going on right now. And I checked my phone a little while ago, and the downside is there's actually a forest fire on this property, and it is close to where my vehicle is parked, so I hope it's okay, because there are fire trucks coming to deal with that situation, according to people local to me. So that's not cool. I don't think really at risk where I am right now, because probably about half a mile to a mile away from there, from when I walked in, but my vehicle is right over by where they are dealing with that fire. I did see a picture of the fire, so it doesn't seem to be like right where my vehicle is, but very, very, very close by. It's actually right at the parking area where I'm at, so hopefully I am okay there, because that's kind of a pain, but just figured I'd check in. Squirrel nest. sunset's close to 4. Yeah, it's about 1:58 right now. So far, a bunch of squirrels, a bunch of birds. I think there's actually a squirrel right down there. It's cold, so it's just been kind of chilling between the tree. It's starting to get very, very cold. It's much colder than last Saturday, and I'm starting to wish I wore my overalls. It'd keep me warmer up here. My jacket is down on the ground, but it's not doing me any good down there while I'm up here, so I'm gonna stick it out until probably 3 o'clock, 3:30. I don't really want to wait until the sun drops below the tree line, because that's going to get really cold, and if I got a deer at that point, I'm going to be stuck trying to find it in the night, so don't really want to do that today, because I'm coming out again probably next weekend, and then we got shotgun season, and just are going to have plenty of opportunity at that point, so I'm not going to kill myself over archery season right now. But we'll see if we get anything. I mean, I've had deer show up on Trailcam here all the times of the day. Oh, that squirrel just took off. The one that I was talking about was cold. It was over there, and then I just ran over to that tree. So, anyway, just checking in again. Starting to get very active now. Okay, I'm going to call it a day, and before we go, I'm going to just test my broadhead. This broadhead. It's a little leaf right in the deer trail, and I'm going to aim for it. Let's see if it's dropping or going too high. So it's actually dead on. So at least I know that for future reference. These particular broadheads are dead on. I aimed for a leaf and it basically hit right where I was aiming. So that was a good test. So I'm gonna grab my tether. We're gonna lower this bow down. A little uneventful day. But you know what? I'm not really dressed for this cold right now. I didn't really expect it to be this chilly, and I'm coming back again next week, and I think what I'm gonna do is come out a little earlier next weekend. Probably shoot for the morning. I might try a different spot next time, we'll see. Alright, see how that works. All good. Boom. This is where the deer comes, because I have no weapon. Chili. Lock that in. It's also kind of annoying that since updating my firmware, the GoPro is making all sorts of weird beeps and boops when I turn it on and off now. What I'm gonna do when I get home later too is I'm gonna order a hanger for this thing to hang my bow on it. It'll be super, super awesome. Could even order a GoPro mount to put on it. It'd be kind of cool. So next week, let me check out another spot that I know. It's a little puddle that I know the deer like to drink out of. And me and Fiona came a couple years ago. I was checking out that spot, and there was a deer blowing at me, but he's behind a bush, so I couldn't get him. Okay. So today went pretty smooth. Pretty smooth today. No deer. Okay. We're gonna tie this up. Tuck this away. You know what? Might actually put this on. Get a little warm. And grab my jacket. I'll warm me up. Check out another spot, depending. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so get some water. might actually keep going. But what I'll do is I'll set up closer to the vehicle so I'm not so far in. Right here. That's the reason I shot that arrow is because I never really get a chance to test my broadheads because I don't have access to broadhead targets. Only field point targets at my gun range. Alright. FYI, that was the leaf I was aiming at, so it is going a little tiny bit low. But that was to be expected. Definitely to be expected. When we get home, I'm gonna clean this arrowhead off. That's why I was missing the squirrels last Saturday. That broadhead adds a little drag. So again, I need a deer. I would hit a deer. Dinner plate size target, but squirrel about a quarter sized kill zone. I'm not gonna hit it. Put this here. Pick up the bow. For a minute. Turn the camera off. Okay. Let's see how I feel. Maybe we'll set up at a second location. Just this location isn't making me too happy. Not making me too happy. Right now, anyway. Install your backpack straps. You want to put it down here, not up here. Because because if you put it up here, it's going to ride too low on your body, and it's going to hit the back of your legs, which is what was happening to me all last year and earlier this year. But by installing it lower, you could even hit it right there. It's going to be riding higher on your torso, so it's going to be much better. Much better. Again, we're out. Now move this cloud because it keeps going right in front of the camera. Install it back here. Okay. So we're already out. It's only 2:30, so not even 2:30. So we took a test shot with the arrow, so I know where it's hitting. And I got one more arrow left that's not dirty. So, to be honest, might as well set up at a different spot closer to the car. I'm wearing a jacket and I'm warmer. Also, squirrel hunting with arrows. Big waste of money. Arrows at $10 to $20. If you're gonna do it, you definitely want to shoot a bow. It's not going to hit as hard, so probably about 40 pounds. So if it hits a tree, it's not going to break. Alright, let's go find another spot. Could be off by houses, and they could be barking at deer. It looks like my battery out of nowhere just started dying, so my time might not be too much longer. Yep, battery low. That sucks. Went from full battery to nothing in like 2 seconds. Okay guys, we're gonna call it wraps. Sun's getting pretty close to setting. I'm gonna get down from the tree stand, and when I get down there, I'm gonna take the bow out, take an arrow out of the bow, and I'll walk back to the vehicle with the bow at the ready, because we might see a deer on the trail on the way back. So, if that's the case, I might get one last opportunity on the way back to the vehicle. So, I'm going to put the bow back. Well, it's going to be hard to carry the bow back, but we'll see what happens. This was a cool spot. I think if I tried it again, I'd probably go a little that way, but away from the tree stand as possible. Okay. Alright. Take it one step at a time. In. This is mainly good practice for shotgun season. Shotgun season, I do probably about 3 setups a day, 3-4 setups, different locations. So it's good practice to get out for archery, just to get back into the habit of doing this. Feel for the woods again. This is close enough to the ground where I can clip this. Alright, get the last step there. I'm gonna put this up. Different on the ground. It's important to be up in the air. See a lot more. So learned this time was turn the sound off my GoPro again. Something always seems to go wrong. Those things are horrible. Keep my bow up. See how I feel about that in 2 seconds. So we may see a deer on the way out. It's happened before. I'm gonna go get this warm meal, probably some baby back ribs. Sounds good. See what happens if we make these a little more loose. Well, I'll probably end up putting the bow back. Got all this stuff to carry. I'm gonna be really the biggest fan of it, but it works. Clip it into my tree harness, it actually secures it a little better. It's kind of cool. Now the hardest part getting the tree stand on my back. Well, I can't get the other strap. It's a pain. Well, got it. And I gotta tighten it because otherwise it's dragging. Yeah. Alright, we might be doing one more set. Because we still got about a half hour before sunset. And I am not gonna go up into a tree because it just takes too long to set up. But I am gonna set up pretty much probably right over here because I do see deer in this path. Right down that trail, deer cross from left to right or right to left. And of course it would be great to get up in this tree right here, but I'm not going to bother because we're very, very close to sunset. So I'm just going to leave my tree stand right there. I'm going to take off my pouch. I'm going to take my bow out of its set up right here. Right on this tree. Right here. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna bother climbing this tree. Because if it comes, these deer literally go straight across. Easy shot from there right here. So I'm just gonna wait it out. I'll just wait there for the next half hour to an hour. We'll see what happens. Alright. So I just adjusted myself from that tree over there it's about a natural ground blind. And there might be some poison ivy around here, but I'm not sure if it's super active in the fall. But again, this is like a really nice ground blind right here. I'm set back in a pine tree. So like what you see over there. And it's a nice little tree right there. Little rock, so the tree is getting rid of my silhouette. And again, the deer I have literally seen go from left to right numerous times towards the end of the day as we get close to sunset. So this is going to be our last and final sit of the day. I have nowhere to be, so I'd be ashamed to just call it a day because I don't feel like dealing with getting down out of the tree stand at night. But we'll see how this goes. Guys, we gotta get a deer. We gotta get a deer. Yeah, you see how like in this blind, it's a pretty good spot as far as the ground spots go. There's actually a bird right there. But anyway, still a little longer to go. More waiting. Alright guys, I've been here and it's pretty much very, very close to end of legal shooting hours. I got about 15 more minutes to go, but I think we're going to wrap it up. Because I haven't really seen anything yet. Just a bad day. Saw squirrels, but just didn't seem to be as active as last Saturday, which was odd. And yeah, so we're gonna head over to the left over there, put this bow away, and I was just kind of hoping we would see some deer down there, because I've seen them there before, basically right from this very spot. So yeah. The funny thing is, when I did see them down there around this time of day, it was like actually mid-October, not closer to November. For some reason, even though the rut is, around now, I personally seem to see less deer early November. It's November 9th right now, than I do in October. For some reason, I personally always see more deer in October and during shotgun season, and for some strange reason I just don't have too much luck seeing deer during the archery season after Thanksgiving. I mean after Halloween, before Thanksgiving. It's just kind of an odd thing. So it's something I could use some improvement on. Still a sunset going. Gonna go grab me some dinner after this. kind of moon it is. About a half moon. The GoPro died. So I just busted out the other camera.